there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie from all angles, and I'm not going to talk about any of it. So The Upside is directed by Neil Berger and stars Kevin Hart as Del Scott, who is an ex-con who is looking for work. He stumbles across an interview with this older billionaire who goes by the name of Philip Lacoste, who is actually physically unable to walk and move his hands and his arms, meaning he needs constant assistance from a personal assistant. And this is how Kevin Hart's character gets into this job, and they form quite the friendship. First off, Kevin Hart, you really impressed me in this movie, and I mean really impressed me. Kevin Hart typically is a stand-up comedian. He's also, very comedic in his movie roles. Very recently we got his film Night School, which if you saw my review for that, I really didn't like that movie. He was much better here. While he is very funny in this movie, he is very grounded, he's very real, and he's very dramatized in this world, because this is a comedy drama. This is a dramedy, and with that, his character and his performance fits very, very well with that. And, separating everything that's going on with him, in regards to the Oscars and then him not hosting the Oscars, I'm not talking about any of that. I don't give one about that at all. Nothing of that is relevant. When we're talking about this movie, I just think that he is great in his own right in this film. One of his best performances, maybe his best performance I've ever seen. He was fantastic in this movie. I loved him. And same goes for Bryan Cranston, who was the older gentleman of Philip Lacoste. He was also fantastic in this movie, as he is in everything. Again, separating the controversy of the fact that he can't play a disabled person because he's not actually disabled, because that's absolutely effing ridiculous. But besides that, he was great in this movie as well. I loved his friendship and his bond with every other character in this movie. There's not like a massive cast in this film, but you get to see his relationship with different people and how it's changed and how things are different for different people. And he actually had quite a sympathetic backstory as well, even though he can sometimes come across as a bit unlikable. Both of the leads can come across a bit unlikable at times, but I feel like they do a really good job of grounding him and you understand where he's coming from. Also, special shout out to Nicole Kidman. I mean, I don't need to say Nicole Kidman's good in a movie. You all know that Nicole Kidman is good in this film, and she was great here as well. Just a really nice addition to this cast. Now, this movie being a comedy drama obviously has to really focus on the comedy in parts, and I thought this movie was really funny. I thought it was absolutely hilarious at times. I thought it was just a really smart comedy, because what I liked about it is, unlike a lot of Kevin Hart comedies where it purely goes for quips, it purely goes for jokes, this movie was very natural humour. It's stuff that just kind of would naturally roll off the tongue in these situations. It was situational humour, which is what I find to work the best. I love it. I normally don't like it when films just try really hard to have all these quips and have all these jokes just to try and play on something. Here, there was just humour that would come out of what was going on in the movie, and I thought that was perfect, and it works so well. Again, in this kind of tone, in this kind of setting, it works really well. This movie is just really feel good too. Like, it's just one of those nice movies, like one of those movies you watch and you just go, and you just enjoy it, like you just sink into it, and you just have a good time with it. A movie I would compare it to would be something along the lines of maybe Brad Status from earlier this year, or Crazy Rich Asians. It'd be something along those lines where you just watch it and you go, you just kind of like sit back and enjoy it, because it's just one of those nice films that you can just watch. Makes you feel good, it makes you happy, it makes you smile, and even makes you a little bit sad in parts. And it's just one of those movies that you just really enjoy watching. My only negative with the film is that I feel the ending was a bit abrupt. It just kind of happens, and it kind of leaves the audience to kind of perceive what happened afterwards. Like, you kind of get it, like, it doesn't take you long to figure out, like, you can kind of put the pieces together, but the movie doesn't really give you that much information, so you kind of just have to figure it out on your own. Again, it won't take you very long, but it's just one of those things where you just kind of like, I could have done with like an extra scene, like just something on the end, because it does kind of just end and then that's it, credits roll. So I could have done with that, but it's not too big of a negative, because like I say, you will figure it out in your own terms. Overall, I really enjoyed The Upside. I went into the movie not really knowing what to expect. I heard kind of mixed things, and I came out just really enjoying it. Like I said, I thought it was just a really feel-good movie that's just nice to watch. Two really fun leads, Nicole Kidman being a really good supporting actress in this film, and the comedy being based in situational humour really brings out the best in these actors and actresses. And I think it comes across as just one of those films that, once again, you can just sit back, relax, and just enjoy what's happening on screen. So did you guys see The Upside? If you did, make sure you tell me all your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let's have a conversation about this movie in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you want to see more movie reviews from me, be sure to subscribe, because I've got plenty coming up. I've got a lot of early screenings coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I hope to see you guys again in my next video.